Hi, thanks for joining us today. I'm Steve with Silver Star Communications. I'm an engineer here, and today we're going to go over how to use your T46S handset. Okay, thanks for joining us again. We're going to talk about the functions and features of the phone and have a look at the buttons on the phone and what they do. Alright, we're going to have a look at the Yealink T46S Handset. It's an elegantly designed IP phone for business executives and professionals. It has a large 7-inch crystal clear color display that allows for simple navigation through a wealth of productivity features. It also has a USB port for attaching devices via USB dongles such as Bluetooth headsets. It's ready for future expansion with add-on modules and software. On the bottom right is where most of the physical buttons lie. We have a headset button that allows you to toggle your headset on and off, a mute button that allows you to mute your microphone while you're on a phone call, a message button that allows you to check your voicemails, a hold button so that you can put calls on hold and retrieve calls, a transfer button allowing you to transfer calls between extensions and other phones, and a redial button that if you press once will give you a list of numbers to redial, or twice will redial the last number immediately. We have a speaker button that allows you to use your phone as a speakerphone. On the color display we have 10 programmable keys. By default, the first few buttons feature line appearance buttons and some other important system features. The corner button on the bottom right allows you to change pages for an additional 18 programmable feature buttons. And this time we're going to teach you how to make and receive phone calls. Your T46S can be used just like a traditional phone, but also many more features that can really enhance productivity. Answering a call can be as simple as picking up the handset. There's also a couple other ways that you can answer. Press the line button, which will put the call on the speakerphone or the headset if you have one. You can also just press the speaker button to answer a call. Making calls is similar. Most users by default pick up the handset and dial the call. But since it is a digital phone, you don't need to wait for a dial tone. You can just start dialing the number, press the send key, and if you make a mistake you can back up and then it will dial the number on the speaker. You can also dial via speed dial buttons programmed on your programmable function keys. Next, we're going to show you how to do a three-way conference call. While on a call, press the conference button. Then dial the second number. Wait for the callee to answer, and then press the conference button again. All three parties will be connected to the call. And this time we're going to teach you how to answer a second call while you're on another call. Your call is in progress and the second call is ringing in. Press the answer button, press the line button, and the first call will be put on hold. You can put the second call on hold, park, or transfer it to go back to the first call. And we're going to teach you how to transfer calls between extensions. There are two kinds of transferred calls, blind and supervised or attended. Blind transfers are for when you want to send a call to someone without talking to them first. Supervised or attended transfers let you talk to the person you are transferring the call to and tell them who is on the line or what the situation is. To complete a blind transfer while on the call, press the transfer button and dial the extension number or press the extension button on the phone. After you hear the phone ring once, either hang up or press the transfer button again and the call will be transferred to the other user. Supervised or attended transfer calls are like the blind transfer, except while you're on the call, you press the transfer button, then dial the extension or speed dial button, but this time you wait for the person you're transferring the call to answer. The caller will be put on hold and you'll be able to announce the information before finishing the transfer. To finish the transfer, press the transfer button a second time or hang up the call. If the person does not want to take the call, they can simply press the cancel button or wait for voicemail to pick up. And we're going to teach you how to transfer calls to voicemail. Many times the caller will just want to leave a voicemail for someone who's not available. You could just transfer the call and wait for voicemail to pick up. But if you don't want the phone to ring on the other end, press the transfer button and then the star button and then the extension to transfer that call to, and then either hang up or press the transfer button again. This time we're going to teach you how to park and unpark a call. With VoIP, there's no such thing as phone lines. Calls are always sent to specific extensions or groups of phones or an auto attendant. Because of this, the hold button doesn't work like it does on a traditional phone system. When you place a call on hold, it's only on hold for your phone, so you'll have to come back to the same phone to pick up the call. For those wishing to put calls on hold for the whole office, we have the park feature. After you press park, the caller will be put on hold, listening to music. After this, the call can be answered by any phone. To pick up the park call, simply press the appropriate call pickup button programmed on your phone. This is often paired with an intercom system to alert those in the office of parked calls. Now that we've learned all these things, we're going to teach you how to do intercom calls and paging calls. Phones can be paired with overhead paging systems and intercoms. But to use the phones as intercoms, dial star 80 and then the user's extension. You will hear a beep and a two-way intercom call will be initiated. To intercom to a group of phones, just dial the extension programmed by your administrator. Group intercom calls are not typically two-way. And on to call forwarding. Press the call forward button programmed on one of your programmable feature buttons. Dial star 71 to turn it on or star 72 to turn it off. Call forwarding numbers must be configured prior to turning this feature on or off. Those can be configured in the web portal. Call forwarding only forwards calls sent directly to your extension. You will not be able to forward calls sent to your main number or other lines. You can forward all calls or specific calls. Now we're going to teach you how to do Find Me and Follow Me. Call Follow Me, Find Me is a feature that allows you to program multiple phone numbers where individuals can reach you. For instance, if you're on the golf course or you're working from home and someone needs to reach you for that important phone call, program those phone numbers into the Follow Me, Find Me feature. So you could set it up so that it could ring your desk phone for 5 rings. If you didn't answer that, it could then ring your cell phone for 5 rings. And if you didn't answer that, it could ring your home phone for 5 rings. You pick up the call on any one of those handsets and you're connected to those individuals. You can also program it so that it rings all phones at the same time. And this time we're going to teach you how to do group hunt calls. Group hunt allows you to ring multiple phones all at the same time. For instance, it could ring your desk phone, your cell phone, your home phone, and your soft phone all at the same time. Press the group hunt button programmed in your programmable feature buttons or dial star 510 to turn it on, star 511 to turn it off. Group hunt numbers must be configured prior to using it. You can do this in our web portal. Group hunt only works for calls sent directly to your extension. And finally, we're going to teach you how to manage your voicemail. While there are many ways to set up and manage your voicemail, which can be via your phone, our web portal, or even email, we're going to talk about how to use voicemail using your desk phone. To access voicemail, simply press the message button on your phone. You may be prompted for a PIN number, and then simply follow the voice prompts.